got through First Chronicles. It reviews the genealogies, the descendants, if you want to review that. It reviews David's conquests. 1 Chronicles 18:14. So David reigned over all Israel and administered judgment and justice to all his people. The Ammonites are defeated. The Syrians are defeated. Rabbah is conquered. Philistine giants destroyed. David is king, and then Solomon becomes king. And then we actually started 2 Chronicles. We got through to verse 12-13. 2 Chronicles 1:1. Now Solomon the son of David was strengthened in his kingdom, and the Lord his God was with him and exalted him. Solomon asked the Lord for wisdom and knowledge. God granted this. Solomon built the temple. The ark is brought to the new temple. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. Solomon reigned in Jerusalem over all Israel for 40 years. Solomon dies. Rehoboam, his son, reigns. Israel rebels against Rehoboam. Egypt attacks Judah. 2 Chronicles 12:12. When he humbled himself, the wrath of the Lord turned from him, so as not to destroy him completely, and things also went well in Judah. So we can finish 2 Chronicles. Today, we started at 2 Chronicles 12:13, and then we got all the way through that. Rehoboam dies. Abijah reigns 3 years in Judah. Then Asa, his son, reigns. 2 Chronicles 14:12. Asa did what was good and right in the eyes of the Lord. The Ethiopians came out against them, and the Ethiopians were overthrown. 2 Chronicles 15:12. The Lord is with you while you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you. Asa dies. Jehoshaphat reigns in Judah. Ahab dies in battle. And then it kind of continues through the reign of Judah over time. So if you want to visit that, you can. But it finishes that all the way at the end. Then we went to Ezra. Ezra was really short, so we got through the whole thing in one day. End of Babylonian captivity. Cyrus, king of Persia, the captives are returned to Jerusalem and Judah. Worship is restored in Jerusalem. They built the altar, burnt sacrifices, the Feast of the Tabernacles. Passover is celebrated. Ezra is the descendant of Aaron, the chief priest. Ezra was a skilled scribe in the law of Moses. Ezra 7:10. For Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord and to do it, and to teach statutes and ordinances in Israel. And then it leads to the confession of improper marriages, intermarriage with pagan from the lands. Pagan wives were separated. And then we end there. So we had done Ezra. We got all the way through. Then we get to Nehemiah 1:1. The words of Nehemiah, son of Hakaliah, he prays for the children of Israel. So this is kind of relates to, it's like all happening at the same time. So this is just Nehemiah's recollection of everything. So it's kind of going on while the other things in the previous chapters were going on. So keep that in mind. Nehemiah was the king's cupbearer servant. The king let him return to Judah. They rebuilt the wall of Jerusalem. So he was from there. He heard about the war and he heard about how everything was destroyed. So he wanted to go home to help with the rebuild. So they rebuilt the wall of Jerusalem. Sanballat, Tobiah, the Arabs, the Ammonites, and the Ashdodites conspired together to attack Jerusalem. The people continued to build the wall while also defending it. There is oppression, famine. The nobles and rulers agreed to restore the land, house, money, etc. to the people who were wrongly charged. There's a conspiracy against Nehemiah. The enemies try to kill him. They do not succeed. Nehemiah 6:15. The wall is finished. It happened when all our enemies heard of it, and all the nations around us saw these things, that they were very disheartened in their own eyes, for they perceived that this work was done by our God. Once the wall is built, the people return to Jerusalem. Ezra the scribe reads the book of the law of Moses to the people. The people confess their sins. Nehemiah dedicates the wall. Nehemiah 12:30. Then the priests and Levites purified themselves and purified the people, the gates, and the wall. So that was a pretty short reading for today. Tomorrow we'll do Esther.